Battlefield 2042 has been out for almost 2 months now, and I'm afraid to say that the days might be numbered for this game, with players rapidly dropping off to previous titles in the franchise and even some overtaking it during peak hours. For instance, Battlefield 5, to even Battlefield veterans completely abandoning the series and going to different FPS games like Halo Infinite or Apex Legends. Things generally are not looking good, and it's hard not to see the writing on the wall. I hate to say it, guys, but I think these next couple of weeks will be what makes or breaks this game. The last update for Battlefield 2042 was December 9th, which is almost a month away, and we have little to no sign from DICE or Battlefield Direct.com that any update is coming soon. Hey, what's up everyone? Wes here. Welcome back to another Battlefield video. Apologies for me sounding different. I'm kind of sick right now, but the show must go on, so let's continue. Now, we can obviously speculate that they will release some sort of game update this week or the next, especially now that the developers are supposedly back from the holiday break, but the reality is Battlefield Direct.com, DICE, and EA have been radio silent. With it being their holiday vacation, we should definitely give them the benefit of the doubt, but the reality is DICE has got to be on top of communication. The first thing done on Monday morning, and I mean first thing they do, should have been a Battlefield briefing addressing the community, answering questions that we desperately want answers to, and most importantly, offering some sort of roadmap about what the future will look like for the game. The current speculation is that we won't be getting the first season of Battlefield 2042 until March of 2022, which in my opinion, and I think we can all agree, is completely unacceptable. If you want players who feel like they've been burned to continue playing the game, you have to offer some sort of roadmap or at least something to look forward to. Right now, the future for Battlefield 2042 is completely up in the air. Guys, real quick, I'm giving away a PlayStation 5 and a copy of Battlefield 2042. To enter, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, comment your Twitter handle, make sure I can contact you. The winner will be announced at 55,000 subscribers. Now, for a live service game that is unfinished and still pretty broken, to go without a roadmap, hot fixes, patches, or even small content drops for an entire month is wild to me. They knew the state this game was in before launching it, and they didn't put anything in place to keep players happy and playing throughout the break. You could argue that they added content in the form of the weekly missions and the new featured experiences in Battlefield Portal, but that right there was not enough. I'm afraid the longer we go without communication from DICE and the Battlefield Direct communication, the more that players will request refunds or drop the game entirely. You could argue that the live service model for Battlefield games just doesn't work, and they've tried many times, but I truly believe that they can make it work. But the only way that that happens is with proper management, as well as the publisher giving the developers enough time to complete the product that they initially envisioned. And that's why we have seen such a drastic shift in management for the Battlefield franchise. There's a reason that they put Vince Zampella as the head of the Battlefield franchise. He has been an industry leader since the dawn of the FPS shooter, and I think his ability and experience to manage teams and put people in the right places is what the Battlefield franchise needs. And speaking of new management, I'd like to segue and talk briefly about some tweets from the game director for the Battlefield narrative, Marcus Leto. Marcus has been going absolutely ham on Twitter, responding to players who feel that the current direction the Battlefield taking is not the right one. And it's really nice to see that somebody that's a game director has the power to change things around for the better. So I'm going to go over the entire thread and give you guys the responses from Marcus. So a user on Twitter stated this comment on Flakfire's YouTube video: "The problem with specialists isn't that they are specialists, but it's that they are being made as characters with identity. Basically like Star Wars have clone versus droid and stormtrooper versus rebels. But imagine if Battlefront had Boosk as a class or Han Solo, and you had like 30 Han versus 30 Boosk. It's kind of weird though, like having many Irish killing each other." To which another user responded, "Exactly, specialists should be treated like heroes. Remove them from being constantly playable and put them behind some kind of point system. Just copy the hero system from Battlefront 2. To which the original user responded to them saying this: "Hopefully Vince Zampella and Game Fabricator listen to the community and do this stuff, fingers crossed." To which Marcus responded, "Hearing it all loud and clear, keep it coming and thank you." To which a user named Lev responded, "Unfortunately, I don't think EA has the willingness to make Battlefield better, nor do I think EA DICE has the ability to do so, even if EA was willing. Don't be sad, etc, etc." To which Marcus responded, "We've got the willingness and then some, as well as the talent. Just gonna take some time. These things are not easy at all." Next up, I'd like to talk about some news. It's kind of a dank meme, and according to Battlefield 2042 news, if you're still interested in getting Battlefield 2042, now is your chance apparently, and it showcases Battlefield 2042 from GameStop that is currently selling for new at $4.99. I really hope that's just a meme from an employee that's already purchased the game, but I fear that that's probably not the case. So if you have not yet picked up the game, then you might find a fire sale at your local GameStop. That's even if you're able to find a GameStop. Now let's talk about when this next update could be. So with DICE being back from vacation, we should expect the update to happen sometime this week. And if history repeats itself, then it'll be probably this Thursday. But I think it's pretty safe to say that we will get some sort sort of communication prior to that. If we look at the last update for Battlefield 2042, that was on December 9th of 2021, and we actually got communication prior to that update. We were given the full patch notes on December 8th that outlined the full update notes, but I think we're going to get more of that for this next update. I think within the next 2 days, we're going to get some sort of communication in the form of a Battlefield briefing that outlines the next 2 updates for the game. As I've stated before, I think the next update for Battlefield 2042 is going to be a little bit less significant than the one after that one. I think for the first update, they're going to address more concerns, fix bugs, as well as improve the server performance of the game. And then later on in the month, we're going to get the bigger, more substantial update that I'm really hoping addresses the concerns of FPS performance and overall optimization for the game, as well as implements all of the legacy features that we have needed since the game's launch. They do not have much time to correct the course with Battlefield 2042, and I still think they can, but these next couple of weeks will be pivotal in what the future for this game and what the franchise will look like. But guys, that's going to wrap it up with this video. If you guys would like to win a PlayStation 5 and a copy of Battlefield 2042, all you have to do to enter is subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, comment your Twitter handle, make sure I can contact you. The winner will be announced at 55,000 subscribers. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. This has been Wes, and I will talk to you guys on the next video.